today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
She has 2 international fiancés.
I love you so much.
Why do you want to marry Holly?
Because she's my everything. We are connected.
And 1
Are you aware that she is also engaged to someone from another country?
big
Who said that? That's not true.
This is Dr. Phil, and I say that.
dilemma.
I think it's time that we have Holly's 2 fiancés meet for the first time. Keoma, meet Ganesh. Ganesh, I want to introduce you to Keoma.
Oh, no. Oh, no is right. Oh, my God. Kill me.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Well, yesterday we met Holly, who is in love and engaged to a man named Keoma. But that's not the end of this romantic tale. Holly is also in love and wants to marry this man, Ganesh. Well, here's the thing. She's never met either one of these men in person because fiancé number 1, Keoma, is from Brazil, but he's living in London. And fiancé number 2, Ganesh, is Turkish, living in Ankara. Well, we met Keoma yesterday, and let me tell you, Holly's mother, Linda, she wasn't even almost a fan. So is Linda willing to give Ganesh her blessing? The 2 men will meet for the first time face-to-face today. But first, take a look at what happened yesterday.
I'm in love with 2 men, and I'm engaged to both of them.
Me and Holly, we are talking for almost 3 years.
Holly is my everything. I love so much her.
But how do you love someone that's overseas like that you've never met? It's like delusional.
Keoma.
He would talk a lot about how he wishes he could be in the U.S. with me.
Hello, my name is Keoma.
From day one, I told you Keoma wasn't in it for anything but money and a visa. He is a liar.
Now, Keoma's from where?
He's from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
He proposed to you on text, right?
Correct.
So this is your ring, not his.
He didn't send me a ring, so...
He sent him stuff. He never sent her anything.
You met Keoma first. Does he know about Ganesh?
I never had before online relationship before Holly.
I miss you and I love you, baby.
Holly, I want to marry you.
These online men are just using her for a green card.
Keoma is joining us on Polycom. So you want to marry Holly, right?
Yes,
You were going to pay her $5,000 to marry you. Is that true?
I said if we don't match, I could pay her and she could help me.
If you love her, why do you send her pictures of yourself with other women?
I don't remember.
This is you with another woman, you with another woman, you with 2 women here. That's right above the message where you tell her that she's a fat girl.
You are showing some arguments that we had. After this, we had a normal relationship.
He's lying right now. You were sending nudes to all these women, calling me fat and ugly, and you lied about having cancer.
To be honest, I didn't know that the show was going to be about this.
What did you think it was going to be about?
To help me to be with her in the United States.
Are you aware that she is also engaged to someone from another country?
Sorry? Can you repeat this?
Are you aware that she is also engaged to be married to someone else?
No.
Well, Holly says that Ganesh has a good heart and knows how to uplift her when she's feeling down. And she says his flip side is he's extremely possessive, like he has jealous moments. What do you mean by that?
He's very controlling and possessive.
He's in Turkey. What do you mean he's controlling?
Well, right when I met Ganesh, you know, our relationship had started because the reality show, you know, they had canceled our contract and they told me to find another fiancé to do the show with. And so that's when I had, you know, done some researching and I found Ganesh.
You just decided to go find another fiancé.
The show...
It's like you broke a lamp. I need to go get another lamp. What the hell are you talking about? It's called 90 Day Fiancé, not 90 Day I Wish I Had a Fiancé.
But then, oh my God.
Thanks to technology bouncing off of a satellite thousands of miles orbiting above the Earth, we are in contact with Güneş, live from Turkey. So why do you want to marry Holly?
Because she's my everything. We did meet on Facebook. Ellie and I have had a relationship 1 year and 2 months. We are connected each other in the time I am see right now Holly. She's my everything. I love so much Holly. I cannot live without her.
Are you aware that Holly also says that she loves a Brazilian man named Keoma?
Excuse me, again, can you again?
Okay, we have a translator here that speaks Turkish. He's from Turkey. You're from where, Sinan? He's from Istanbul.
Yeah.
So there's no misunderstanding here. Would you ask him if he is aware that Holly also loves a Brazilian man named Keoma?
Güneş, duyabiliyor musun beni?
No. Holly just loving me. Holly just loving me. That's not true. Who said that? Who said that? That's not true.
This is Dr. Phil, and I say that because she told me that she was in love with 2 men, Keoma and Güneş.
No, that's not true. I believe Holly.
Can I say something?
You can try.
Güneş, I'm in love with you. Keoma, as far as he goes, I'm in love with the old Keoma, but I'm not in love with him anymore. He hurt me so bad. You know that I love you.
I believe you always.
Well, say what she said.
She said, eski Keoma'yı sevdiğini söyledi. Şu anki halinden değil. Şu an sadece seni seviyor.
Yeah, I know that. I believe always Holly. I don't care who say it. I don't care who say it. I believe Holly.
And I want to be with you. I love you so much. I do. I want to be with you. I believe that we were meant to be together. I don't care what anyone else has to say. What the hell, Güneş? What the hell?
He wasn't with you when he did that.
This was before he met you, right?
Güneş, when did you post that video?
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil.
This ain't just a TV show, like this real life. This is how it is in the hood.
A teenage gangster.
If they ain't got me on camera, no face, no case.
How long did it take you to learn this accent?
I didn't
No, you go in and out of an accent.
Because I'm trying to sound proper on TV.
You have 5 felony counts against you, right?
That's actually why I came to talk to you, Dr. Phil. So if you was in my shoes, what would you do?
I would make a choir boy look like a thug.
That's tomorrow.
I think it's very delusional to fall in love with someone online. First of all, you don't know how they smell. What if you don't like the way he smells?
I know how he smells because he sent me a card.
He put perfume or cologne on it.
You know, it doesn't matter.
You think he went like this? Here, I'm gonna send this to Holly and put it in the box.
Doesn't everyone get stinky every now and a while?
I'm just saying you don't know what he smells
Well, to
like.
you, everyone stinks.
Well, we might not be able to smell him, but we can see him. So you're not just interested in Holly for a green card.
I want to meet and I want to marry you.
And I just...
Yes, I don't care green card. I don't care green card. And I am not selling my character for green card. A lot of million people want green card, selling their character. And I am not selling character for green card. I don't care. Green card just for me, Pepper. Pepper, no. I don't want green card. I told her we can marry another country. We can marry other country. We can marry Turkey. I don't care green card, citizenship, American citizenship. I don't care.
All right, well, Ganesh says he wasn't interested in Holly for a green card, but we found this YouTube video that he posted just last year before he met Holly, where he seems very excited about the possibility of coming to America. Take a look.
Bu video Green Card ile ilgili olacak arkadaşlar. Çünkü ben Green Card'a başvurdum. Eğer Green Card çıkarsa ben gittiğimde sizlere Amerika'yı komple tanıtacağım arkadaşlar. Bu birinci sözüm olsun sizlere. Ama Amerika'ya gitme sebebim de şu. İmkanlar daha iyi. Aldığın maaş daha iyi. Geçici olarak 6-7 ay boyunca İngilizce ilerledikten sonra tiyatroya ve dizi sinema sektörüne Amerika'da devam edeceğim. Veya orada evlenip orada kalabilirim. 1,5 ayımız kaldı. Umarım Green Card size de bana da tüm isteyen herkese de çıkar.
What the hell, Gunesh? Can you explain this to me?
YouTube fiction video. She know that I did apply this for Holly because we can meet.
Türkçe anlatsana Güneş.
Ha tamam. Evet. Daha önce bir kere başvurdum. Bizim Holly ile 1 yıl ve 2 aylık ilişkimiz var.
So he said he only applied for once for the green card to meet with Holly, so to get the green card and to be able to visit her. And he also said people just make YouTube videos, you know, to get attention and just for fun.
Wait a minute. He wasn't with you when he did that.
No, this was...
It was before.
This was before he met you, right?
Yeah.
This was October 18.
Yeah, that video was before we had met.
You met on a dating site, right?
No, we met on Facebook.
Or Facebook, I mean.
Yeah.
Did he contact you first?
Well, I had contacted him first, and then he had responded back to me. Gunesh, when did you post that video?
What?
When did you post that video?
1 year ago, I did posted this video.
Because I remember I had asked you about that video.
Yeah, you did watch it. Please remember, you did watch it, this video.
Ganesh, you're an actor, right?
I theater actor many years, yes. Musical theater, my best.
Yeah. And Linda says that you don't have a job, that you worked as a bartender for 3 days and then quit. So you're unemployed actor, correct?
Ya proje bazlı ve part time.
He's doing like contractor jobs, part-time.
Okay. Well, Linda says Holly says that Ganesh is an actor, and she's looked him up, and he hasn't had a gig in a long time. But I'll tell you what, we're gonna take a break, and then there's somebody I want Ganesh to meet. We'll be right back. I think it's time that we have Holly's two fiancés meet for the first time.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
Oh no. Oh no is right.
Who is that?
Oh my God.
Well, we're back, and Holly has said that she has a dilemma that she wants me to help her work out. She says that she is engaged to 2 different men, both international. She's not met either one in person, although these relationships have been going on for a long time. The question is, are they after green cards, or are they really in love with her? And each of them doesn't know that the other exists actively. So I think it's time that we have Holly's 2 fiancés meet for the first time. So, Keoma, I want you to meet Gunesh. Gunesh, I want to introduce you to Keoma. So say hello to one another.
Oh no. Oh no is right.
So, Gunesh, you have anything you want to say to Keoma?
Oh my God.
I don't want to talk him. What is
Kill
that?
me.
I think you are just want rating. That's really I am very honest people. That's very I don't want to talk him. I am very proud people. I don't want to talk him.
I told you guys he's a proud
And
person.
I want to go right now because I want to talk him. Who is that?
Keoma, anything you want to say to Gunesh?
Oh my God.
No, I don't have anything to say. Good luck with Holly.
Well, I'm very interested in Holly having a very clear reality experience here and understanding that this is real life, and you can't play games with the 2 of you and your lives, and you guys can't play games with her and her life. If the 2 of you By the way, we did a background check on Gunesh as well.
Okay.
And Gunesh is apparently a very honest, straightforward guy as well. There's no evidence of any criminal or civil actions against him. The identification and information about him is legitimate. He is who he says he is. He does what he says he does. So the truth is, you have two guys here that really are pretty decent young men.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know whether they're being completely honest with you, whether they want green cards or come to America or what, but I think either one of these guys would be fine additions to America. What they do in a relationship with you is different. I don't know that they've been completely straight with you. Keoma has said some very ugly things to you, but he's been honest about it. He said what he thought and thought what he said, and he said he wants to come to America because there are opportunities here. Keoma, I understand that, and I respect you wanting to come here.
Most of the Brazilian people would like to live in America because in America the quality of life is much better.
And Gunesh, the same thing. If you're an actor and you really want to pursue that, this is the place to do that. I mean, we're in Hollywood right here. This is the place you want to be if you're going to do that. And I get that. The point that I'm making is don't chew this young woman up in the process. Be honest with her, tell her the truth, and be straight with her. So what is the truth? Gunesh, tell me, where do you stand with this woman?
Uzun vadeli çok planım var. Evlenmek, büyük bir aileye sahip olmak. O da köpekleri seviyor, ben de köpekleri çok seviyorum. Ömür boyu beraber olmak, büyük bir aileye sahip olmak. Green Card benim umurumda değil. Biz her zaman konuştuk, sadece Amerika'da yaşamayacağız zaten. Başka ülkelere de gideceğiz. Green Card
So he's saying he wants to marry her, and have a long life, happy life, have a big family, have some dogs, and they don't have to live in the States. They can live anywhere in the world. He said also Italy could be a good option, and he doesn't care about the green card, basically. It's not going to make me happy if I get a green card.
Well, maybe it's time for them to meet somewhere other than here and test that theory out. So maybe we'll help you do that, Gunesh. And Keoma, let me ask you, what is your truth? What do you really want? Does it have anything to do with her, or do you really want to come to America? Just tell us the truth, and then let me try to help you.
Yes, I am being really honest. I would like to live in America, and I would like to try a life with Holly. But now I can see that she has other men, so now I have to forget about her, and of course I would like to go to America.
Okay, so you accept the fact that it seems like what she's got with Gunesh seems more real than what the two of you have.
Yes, of course. I hope everything is okay with them. I don't want anybody hurt Holly because she's a nice person. I know she's a nice person. I really wish they have a good relationship.
Fair enough. That's something I can work with. And we'll talk more about this, Keoma and Gunesh both. All right, coming up, Linda says Holly's main problem really isn't what we've been talking about. It's not man trouble. It's something a whole lot different and a whole lot worse. After the break.
Holly is very angry with me because she thinks that I control everything in her life. The medical, the finances, where she lives, her car, her insurance, her cell phone. I pay for all that, but she can't control her money. She can't control her medication. She's a child in an adult body, and she needs to grow up.
Well, Linda says she thinks her daughter Holly's online relationships and poor self-image are fueled by something else. And that something else is a very serious and, in my opinion, life-threatening drug addiction. Take a look.
In 2012, I was diagnosed with acute pancreatitis.
While Holly was in the hospital, she became addicted to opioids. She was taking 10 to 12 pills a day.
All I want is just to take that pill and to feel nothing. Right now, my doctor has me on 3 pills a day, but I'm taking 8. I'm feeling really shaky right now. It's 1:59 and I have about 8 more minutes before I can take my medicine. I would go to the ER and I would act like I was having the worst stomach pain just so they would give me hydrocodone. I'm gonna have to use a tool to create bruises on my body. My addiction has become so bad that I have to go to other states to get medicine. I can't get it in the same state because they're tracking me, because I've been to the hospital so many times. My mother blames me for my addiction when she accuses me of it being my fault. I want to numb the way I feel so that way I won't feel so upset that my mother hates my guts.
The doctor said that I could hold her medication and administer it to her, but sometimes I can't say no to her. Holly runs right over me.
Okay, Holly, you're addicted to opioids.
Yes, I am addicted to hydrocodone.
And you're taking so much and doing so much to get a hold of it that you're blacklisted at doctors, emergency rooms, and hospitals where you're now having to drive out of state to get it.
Yes, that is true. I have to go out of state to get the hydrocodone. I can't go into my state to get it anymore.
So you walk into an emergency room and they just look at you and say no.
Yeah.
Now, isn't it true that you take different items, tools, whatever, and hit yourself, harm yourself to create bruises so you can present them and say, oh, I've had a terrible fall, I'm in pain, I need medication?
I have done that in the past so that way I could get hydrocodone, yes.
So you've injured yourself so you can show superficial wounds, bruises, and all to justify getting it.
Yes.
Holly has done everything that she possibly knows how to do to get these drugs.
And when she goes on these pill runs to other states where you have to go across the state line, how far is that?
Oh, gosh. Well, we live in Chicago. She goes to Wisconsin. She goes to Indiana. She'll go to
Iowa. So how far
Iowa.
are we talking about? A 100-mile run, 200-mile run?
200, 250. It doesn't matter.
And isn't it true that on some of these pill runs, you drive her?
I have been, yes, it is true.
So what the hell are you thinking? You bribe her. You say, give me a massage, I'll give you half a pill.
That's not
Clean
true.
the house, I'll give you some. I'll give you a pill. Don't tell me that's not true. It is true. You have an addict daughter on a substance that is in every headline, in every newspaper in America as one of the biggest life-threatening epidemics in history. She's part of it, and you load her up in the car and drive her to go get some.
Yeah. Holly tells me that she won't work, and she won't.
Oh, but you bribe her. You say, give me a massage, I'll give you half a pill.
That's not
Clean
true.
the house, I'll give you some. I'll give you a pill.
That's not true.
That is true.
Holly says to me.
Don't tell me that's not true. It is true.
Holly has said to me that if she would clean, if she says, Mom, I'm gonna clean the house if you give me a pill. I don't say I'll give you a pill if you clean the house. She comes to me.
Do you transact task in exchange for these drugs?
A few times I have, yes.
Okay, so you want to split hairs with me, or you want to talk about saving your daughter's life?
I want to save my daughter's life.
Then stop the semantic.
Okay.
Come on. You two are behind closed doors transacting tasks, chores, massages, whatever, in exchange for these drugs that are illicit and she should not be having and are threatening her life.
Well, actually, she's prescribed these drugs, but she's...
Do you think that makes it okay? Do you think it's not illicit when she gets these drugs through fraud?
Well, yes, I know what you're saying, but...
I don't think you do.
I do, Dr. Phil.
Do you think because some physician gets the wool pulled over his or her eyes and writes a prescription for a medication she doesn't need, for a condition she doesn't have, for a syndrome she presents that is not true, that does not make that drug illicit?
What she does is she tells me she's really in pain. Mom, you don't know how much pain I'm in. Mom, you've got to go with me. Mom, I'm in such pain, I can't And then I get to the point where I don't know if she's in pain or if she's not in pain because she was so sick in 2012. And yeah, I shouldn't be the one holding her medicine.
Look real close. Did somebody write stupid on my forehead?
No. No, but it's true.
Don't waste time trying to convince me you don't know your daughter is an addict.
I do know she's an addict. I do.
Then why are we having this conversation?
Because
your conversation should be, Dr. Phil, can you do something to help save my daughter's life instead of justifying what she's doing?
Can you help my daughter? I tried. You must tell them, Holly. You tell them the truth, that really the way it goes. I'm not your problem.
It's my fault. I've allowed this to happen, and it's true.
I'm not saying it's your mother's fault. I'm saying, do you want help saving your daughter's life?
Absolutely, I want help. Because
that's what I'm asking you. You want help saving her life?
I do. I'm so scared for her. I call her in the middle of the night.
How much are you taking?
To see if she's alive.
It varies by day, but sometimes I take 9 of the 10 325s of hydrocodone a day.
And to boot, she takes Tylenol. She said that the Tylenol boosts the feeling. And then she tried to go off of them, and they gave her Suboxone because she was in pain management. And they finally realized she wasn't actually in pain, that she was addicted. They put her on Suboxone. She said she had an allergic reaction, which was not. I know it wasn't. So she goes to the hospital to actually get the hydrocodone, and then she comes back home and she throws the patch on and takes hydrocodone. And you could die, I told you.
You're taking 9. What was the formula?
10 325s.
Yeah, 9, 10, 325s. Coach Mike Bear is with us today. Please welcome Coach Mike Bear. Coach, one of the things you do at Cass Centers is you work with addicts, chronic addicts, acute addicts, all different kinds of medication. When somebody is taking 9, 10, 325s of hydrocodone, what's the issue here?
I think we know what the issue is. Holly's addicted, she's dependent. But the other issue that it seems like is Holly's not really willing to do the work. She's not willing to do the work on a real romance. She's not willing to do the work to lose the weight that she wants to lose. She's not willing to do the work to get off drugs. She's not willing to do the work to be independent. And I think everything, as I was sitting here watching, I felt like my eyebrows were moving in circles, like trying to keep up with the story. And the reason why none of this is making sense is you're on a lot of drugs. And this is a drug man's, and you got drug goggles on, and we're just spectating, and we're a part of that, but we need to really break this cycle and open things up so you really live the life you want. And
so tell her what you mean when you say she's got drug goggles on.
I mean, everything looks better on drugs. You know that hole that you're filling inside of yourself with feeling empty or not good enough or not being loved, these are the safest relationships on earth that require no risk, that allow you to live in a fantasy. And these are goggles. I mean, it's the same thing as anyone getting impaired. Their thinking's impaired, their emotions are impaired. And I mean, I just felt like I was in a movie, just sitting here, just where it was going on. None of this makes sense.
Your reality is so distorted. You can't trust your perceptions about this. Oh, I forgive him. He tells me this, tells me that. They do this, they do that. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. You just take another pill. I mean, it just loops you out more, just loops you out more. You're high right now. I've been watching you sit here. I've been watching your pupils and your eyes. You're high right here. as this medication just keeps circulating through your body.
Yeah.
And you're not aware. You're sitting there, I ask you a question, and it's like, well, I'm like, God, you talk slower than me.
I know I have a problem, and I know it's big.
Yeah, I'm curious, in these internet romances you have you shared with either of these guys or anyone that you are seriously addicted to pain medication?
Yes, they both know.
And what do they think about that?
Well, Gunesh wants me to get sober. He says that we can't start a life unless I get sober, and Keoma says that I'm weak.
Yeah.
But that's a usual Keoma response right there.
Well, let me tell you something. There are moments in people's lives where you come to a precipice. You come to a threshold in your life where you have the opportunity to make a stand, to make all things wrong right. You come to these moments. I call them the precipice. There are choice points in your life along the way where you come to that point where you have the opportunity, you have the resources, you have the support, you have the clarity, you have the focus to hit a reset button and set things right. And right now, your life is going nowhere. You're laying in bed, pillows packed around you, looking into a phone and pretending this is a life. It is not. You are addicted to drugs. Your brain is on buzz. You're looking at the world through these drug goggles that Coach Mike is describing. And you need to make a decision. You're very young. You're 28 years old. You are probably looking at 60 years or more stretched out in front of you, where this can be in your rearview mirror and be just a bad memory that you put behind you if you decide right now, I am sick to death of putting up with this from myself. Because when people make a change, it's not when somebody else wants them to. It's not when they think they're supposed to. It's not when they're expected to. It's when they look in the mirror and say, I am so sick of this crap from myself, I will not take it for another second, of another minute, of another day. That's when you'll make a change and not before. Are you there? This is Dr. Kaligi down here. And Dr. Kaligi is the founder and CEO of Creative Care. His daughter and clinical director of Creative Care, which is a dual diagnosis treatment program, is Dr. Farah Kaligi. Now, these two right here, I've known for a long, long time. I've known Farah since she wasn't old enough to even be permitted in the audience. And these are the best of the best. And when I say dual diagnosis, I'm talking about they don't just put a 28-day rehab patch on somebody. They deal with everything that's going on inside psychologically, the depression, the anxiety, the self-esteem, all the things that trigger the need for the drugs and everything that the drugs are masking. They deal with everything simultaneously. Dr. Kaligi, can you help her?
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. I think the pills are not just for physical pain, they're obviously being for emotional pain.
Yes.
The depression, the anxiety, self-esteem, weight issues, and we cover all of that. With the detox, with a nutritionist, with dealing with your relationship with your mother, all of it needs to be dealt with so that you can raise your self-esteem and your self-confidence and get into real relationships.
And she has to be involved in this as well, as you say, because this relationship has to be fixed.
This is a very toxic, enabling, codependent relationship that needs to be fully examined.
And Farah, it's not too late for her. This is when she needs to do this, right?
Absolutely. The time is now, and we can really help you.
And I'm saying you don't pass go. My offer to you is you go from here to there. Whatever you do with these internet relationships or whatever, You put that on hold. You deal with that after you deal with the relationship with yourself.
Okay.
And you do it in concert with these folks down here. Yes. That's my offer. I'll make that available to you because they're generous enough to make it available to me to make available to you.
Thank you.
Do you accept that help?
I do.
Okay. Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I want to thank all of my guests today, especially Coach Mike Baer and Dr. Morteza Kalegi and Dr. Farah Kalegi. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Since we're talking about mother-daughter relationships today, before I go, I want to share something I saw on my Instagram from a viewer who writes, I used to watch your show with my mom, and as I got older, I learned the relationship I had with her wasn't healthy, and the reason I figured that out is your show. Thank you for calling people out on the harm that they cause while simultaneously being a cool dude. Me? You've helped me a lot. Well, listen, I'm happy. We just did our 3,000th show, and we saw people that were watching and sitting next to their parents 17, 18 years ago, and they came here and talked to us about that evolution. So it's great to hear from you. I listen to what you guys say, so thanks for doing it. We'll see you next time.